When I was younger, I used to think that being masculine was all about how much I could bench or how many girls I could pick up. And let's be honest, most of us guys have felt that pressure at some point, right? As a matter of fact, this study said that 59% of young men say that they feel this pressure to live up to that version of masculinity that may not be the right version of masculinity. But the truth is that mindset is only gonna hold you back. If you wanna become a respected, successful man, you need to redefine what masculinity really means. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 6 traits of a classically masculine man and showing you what advice to ignore. And there's a lot of it. These are the traits that will make people admire you for all the right reasons. Let's start with the first trait, and that is strength. See, the thing about strength is that most guys think that strength is all about having big muscles, right? And sure, physical strength is important, right? But it's not the whole picture. Real masculine strength is mental and emotional strength too. Let me break it down for you with 2 examples. Jason Momoa and David Goggins. Jason's physical strength is obvious, right? The guy looks like he could bench press a car. But Goggins, his strength goes way beyond just physical. The guy ran 100 miles in 24 hours. But what really sets him apart is his mental resilience. He's all about pushing past the pain, past the hardship with sheer willpower. It's all in here. That's the level of strength that's inspiring. It's not just about lifting weights. You have to lift yourself up when life gets tough. Physical strength might make you stand out, but when real challenges hit, whether it's a tough day at work, personal setbacks, it's the mental toughness that earns you that respect. So here's what I recommend. Build both types of strength. Work out at least 3 times a week to stay in shape, stay active, and eat healthy. On top of that, you need to have real conversations with people that you trust so you can share your unfiltered, honest thoughts. And this is the most important one. You have to practice being centered. If someone spilling a drink on you at the bar or bumping into you on the street gets you angry, gets you frustrated, you haven't built the right mental strength. You need to know when to use mental strength and when to use physical strength. That's what makes a great man. Thomas Shelby, for example, from Peaky Blinders, right? He shows mental toughness, strategic thinking. He's always 2 steps ahead of his rivals. Sure, he can be physically tough, but it's his mind that gets him the upper hand. Okay, so mastering strength already sets you apart from the average guy, but you can't become a classically masculine man with just 1 trait. You need a full set of qualities that work together, and that's why these next 5 traits are gonna separate boys from men. And if you wanna keep earning respect, you're gonna be using this next trait every single day, and that's having integrity. It's underrated, but it's pure gold, because people think integrity means being the nice guy or being a pushover. It's about being real. You're the same person whether you're with your friends, your girlfriend, your boss, or even yourself at 2 a.m. scrolling on your phone. Studies actually show that guys with high integrity are more likely to climb the career ladder and to build better relationships. Why? Because when people know that you're honest and reliable, they trust you. And trust, that's like a cheat code for success. Let me give you an example. Imagine it's your friend's birthday. Everyone's planning a night out. That's gonna cost way more than you can afford, right? You know you shouldn't go. You know this is way too expensive, but you're tempted to go along just to keep up. Integrity is having the courage to say no. It might sting for a second, you might be embarrassed, but you're gonna earn respect for being upfront, and you're gonna respect yourself as well, rather than flaking at the last minute, pretending that you can afford it but you're just tired or something like that. You're lying to people and you're just lying to yourself. The truth is you can't afford it, and that is okay. You can live with that. Same goes for making mistakes at work. You could easily blame someone else, hope no one notices, but owning up to your mistakes, that's where integrity shines. It's uncomfortable, but it's also the quickest way to earn the respect of your team. People trust you because they know that you're not gonna BS them because you're trustworthy. The key is being real, not perfect. Integrity doesn't mean having to spill your guts 24/7. It's not this mushy thing, but it does mean staying true to your values and avoiding excuses or fake stories. Now, once you have the strength and the integrity down, the next trait is where things start to really change for you. To understand this trait, let's talk about someone who you probably all know, Cristiano Ronaldo. His confidence didn't come from just being born with natural talent, right? It came from years of hard work, practicing, mastering his skills, constantly leveling up, constantly proving people wrong. That's why competence leads to confidence. Confident men don't pretend to know everything, right? In fact, the more competent you are, the more you realize how much more there is to learn, which is an exciting part of life. It's like leveling up in a video game. Each time you conquer a new challenge, you become better equipped for the next one. And this applies to everything, whether it's your career, managing your finances, building relationships. A classically masculine man knows that being well-rounded is key. You need to understand your finances, you need to develop emotional intelligence, you need to solve problems on the fly. So here's the challenge. Pick one skill that you really want to get better at. It could be public speaking. It could be learning a new language, cooking, playing the guitar. Commit to spending 15 minutes a day on it. Watch tutorials. Nowadays you can find everything online, right? Read books, watch podcasts, whatever helps you improve. The key is to show up every single day for those 15 minutes. Now let's move on to a trait that ties everything together. Self-reliance. And it doesn't mean doing everything alone or being a lonely guy, right? It just means being grounded, being confident in your own decisions. It's about knowing when to look inward instead of always chasing approval from others around you. Think of your dad, your grandfather, your coach, right? When things get tough, did they just crumble? Did they blame others? No. They take responsibility even when it's not their fault. That's self-reliance. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who has been studied so much and thought of so well, so spoken of so highly, he nailed this. He said, you have power over your mind, right? Not outside events. Realize this and you're gonna find your true strength. Now, the next time that you're faced with a decision, don't rush to seek validation. Take a moment, reflect, trust yourself. You know, if things don't go according to plan, don't be pointing fingers. You gotta own up to it. That's how you build true strength. That's how you have that integrity. And that's how you're gonna have that self-reliance. Now, we've talked about some of these internal traits, but being a man is also about how you engage with the world, right? And that brings us to the next two traits, starting with the power of your network. And everyone has heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And guess what? And science backs it up. A study from Northwestern found that high performers push each other to succeed, leading to a 15% boost in performance. No man, no matter how strong, makes it alone. A masculine man understands the value of surrounding himself with people who challenge him to level up. Every time I see someone major, a celebrity here in New York City or in LA, an actor, right, a musician, a high net worth person walking into a lounge or a restaurant that I'm in, that person's not alone. That person usually has a posse, a bunch of people around them. It's not about collecting Instagram followers, it's about building real meaningful collections. Quality over quantity every time. Focus on deeper interactions and build a network of people who inspire you, people who challenge you. And that's exactly why I created Men's Image Lab. It's an online community that's free, by the way, for like-minded men who want to level up. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description below. We have over 3,000 men in the community right now leveling up together. It's really all about your network. You need to be able to see what other people are doing to level up for you to even understand what's possible. When I was younger and I was hanging around a bunch of losers who didn't do anything, I thought that was it. That was all life had to offer, right? I was just gonna be the same type of person. I was also gonna be a loser, and that was it. I made some new friends in high school, and I can't tell you how much my life changed. That moment, I remember it exactly in high school. And that has happened to me multiple times in my life. When I talk to someone who just unlocks something in my brain, right? For me, the first time I flew business class, I was like, I'm never gonna be able to do this again. I got like a free upgrade, and I was like, this is never gonna happen again, so let me enjoy it. And then as I start hanging out with more people who fly business every single time they fly, I start to realize, wait, these people aren't better than me. They're not more naturally talented than I am. How can I get to that level? It just unlocks that something in your brain that shows you, wait, I have a little bit left of potential here that I should be squeezing out. Or maybe it's a lot of potential that I should be squeezing out, right? So be around people who are gonna do that to you. If you wanna be around those people, it's that first link in the bio. Check out Men's Image Lab. It's a free community for you. Now, let's go into the final trait, and this is the most important one, because leadership isn't about titles or authority. It's about stepping up when it counts. When things get tough, real leaders, they take action, right? They're not just talking. Think about the guy in your group who always has the right answers when things go wrong, or the person at work who finds solutions instead of complaining. That's leadership. Being the person who acts while everyone else hesitates. And here's the truth, leaders aren't born that way. They're made. You become a leader by making the choice to step up, to take responsibility, and to inspire those people around you. And remember, these 6 traits, they're not just a checklist for you to go through. They're a guide for how to live your life as this masculine man. You should choose to follow these guidelines because that's gonna set you apart from everyone else. And if you wanna keep leveling up, this video right here is a must watch. I'll see you there.